While I have this T540 tore apart, I'm going to go through a couple things, show you the insides of her. Plastic recoil housing, captive screws, the filter cover is a quick attach. Just use your scrunch. It does have air injection, just like most Husqvarna saws do. It comes up through this channel and into the air box. And this is the intake manifold on the carb side. This is the holder, and this is where the air injection comes up and through. Air filter. It is an auto-tune saw. So here's your microprocessor. It controls via valve inside the fuel mixture from high to low. This one is an AT2 carb. It is not a Zama carb, so it does have an air vane adjustment, which is fantastic to see for adjusting the low side fuel mixture and idle speed. None of the Zamas have had this in the past, which has kind of been an issue as far as getting them to idle properly on mostly ported saws. It does have a separate carb from the secondary. It is obviously connected with a rod right there, a little push rod, and that is for the Stratos. The top handle, side handle, fuel tank are all one piece. That is plastic. Like I stated earlier in a different video, there's a nylon limiters right here you can see that keep you from over expanding the springs. A quick view for your fuel. All lines are molded. Tank vent is in the back. Fuel line, primer bulb is connected together with the choke and high idle control. Your connection right here is for the auto-tune carb. You've got a cabled throttle. The case, the surrounding case with the manifold is also plastic. One thing I really like to see is it's got metal inserts for all mounting points instead of just threading into plastic. The muffler is quite large. It's got a rear exhaust exit away from the user. It's got a screen, huge baffle inside that reroutes the exhaust down, back, and around. The crankcase itself is magnesium. It does have conventional bearings and a conventional oil seal, which is a blessing to see. The oil pump is metal. It is also adjustable. Very easy to get to, and it is also sealed off, which is nice to see, by this plate right here. It is protected. The whole inside of that case and the seal and everything is protected in behind this plate. The crankcase is stuffed, like a lot of the new XP saws are coming. The 357 was one of the first. They experimented with this. Higher crankcase pressure, more velocity. These are your transfers out of the crankcase. They match up with the transfers on the cylinder right there and come in through the side. This is the intake. This is your cold air, clean air, and this is your fuel and gas mix through the center. And that is with the transfer open to the side, so you can see that. It just comes with a cap with a rubber ring for sealing. For the most part, the rest is conventional. Flywheel has magnets on both sides, like all auto tunes do, to supply power and generate. The clutch cover and chain brake assembly has outside tensioner, as I pointed out. The chain brake is in the cover itself, and the cover itself is some sort of a reinforced plastic. It is very thick, and actually pretty substantial. It's pretty heavy. Spark plug is the CMR6H long reach plug. The cylinder does not have a decomp, and I didn't bring my notes out for the transfer timing. I think it was 104 on the exhaust. Off the top of my head, 115 is when the transfer's open, and I think it was 71 on the intake. I think that's about as far as I'm going to take it down. I'm going to do a little work, open it up a little bit, and see how she responds and go from there.